Welcome to Keep Mania Live. That was I Swallow Ghosts with Can I Get an Alcohol? They just put that single out recently.
It's a good song.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. I think they're playing at Mr. Roboto Project. I don't know when it is. It's coming up sometime. So if you want to go check them out. I have Collinsworth from Pittsburgh with me tonight. Welcome, guys. And Bo helping me out tonight.
Here we are.
So, I want to thank Randy Struble for being on the last show. He came down from, he lives in Latrobe, but he had to play, he played at the Morgantown Art Bar and for brunch. I guess they're doing a brunch acoustic show kind of thingy. Wow. And so he did that from 12 to 2, and then he came down here and played the train song and a couple more. And
must be a good gig.
We had a good time. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So I met him at open mic in Morgantown a long time ago. So cool to have him here. So thanks to Randy for coming on the show. And Bo was on the show previous to that. So I haven't done a Zoom interview in a long time.
It was fun the other night.
Yeah, we had a good time. Well, I think we talked more than we did music, or you did music. Yeah, but we did. I even played with you a little bit.
Yeah, that was fun.
Made up something.
It was a good jam.
Yeah. How you guys doing? How's the? Did you guys get a thunderstorm today up there?
Oh, we got fucking pummeled.
Yeah. Really?
No,
we got some rain. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see you got electricity, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for now.
It is Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So I kind of mentioned it after the after the amplifiers and your all's first show.
Mm-hmm.
After that show, kind of mentioned it on the show that I took a different route that day to come up because there's about 4 different ways to get up to New Kensington from here, and it was one of the ways that I hadn't been yet, and I was like, well, it's got to be quicker because I was running just a little bit late. You know, I was hoping you guys wouldn't start on time, but I was wrong. I got there they had one song left when I got there, so.
Hey, it's the best song.
It is our best songs, though.
Yeah, that's true.
At least you caught some of it.
I did, yeah. But you know how Google Maps, it'll tell you, well, this route's 10 minutes faster, or this route's about the same, or okay. It said 10 minutes faster, so that's, it was kind of a last minute decision. It was like a fork in the road. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll try it. And it was at least 15 minutes slower, at least. So it was way off. Must have
Google lies.
Must have been real-time traffic or something. I don't know what it was, but it was. I mean, there was no traffic at all. It was like back roads though, like little towns and shit.
I don't think I'd do that again.
Not that route, no. But I'll probably screw up and do it again just because it says 10 minutes faster.
What city?
Yeah.
I don't know where it was. Well, it was over. I don't know, like right off.
Where you saw them play?
Yeah, New Kensington, right outside of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
But it's like it always wants to take me like up 79, past Morgantown, through Washington. Past Canonsburg, all that shit, and then through the tunnel. I don't want to go through the tunnel. I don't want to go through the tunnel when I have to go through the tunnel. I don't like, because there's always a backup.
Gotta make a quick decision when you get through the tunnel. You gotta make your fucking move right then and there.
That's the other reason I don't like going that way. But there's always a backup all the way up to was it WDVE or station or whatever?
Yeah.
It's always backed up all the way to there, going into the tunnel. Coming out, it's fine. I mean,
Well, everyone's afraid of the tunnel.
Yeah, no, drive the tunnel. You're that Pittsburgh. Learn how to drive in the tunnel.
It's the same size. It's the same size as the road.
Just keep your speed.
Yeah, I know.
Always do.
Yeah. You'll get run over. Somebody will run you over if you're not up to speed. If you're not at least going 15 miles over this posted limit, you're gonna get run over. Yeah,
it's just common knowledge, though.
Well, and it's the same way going, from the city out of the tunnel. You got to know what lane to be in, and it sucks for me because I have to get on the one going towards the airport, because to take me to 79.
Yeah.
It's the far left lane. It's all the way to the left. All the way to the left. Clear in the road. What's it, like 6 lanes, wide? That going out? I don't know. But
at least 5.
And if nobody's gonna let you over. It's not like nobody's nice up there or anywhere. But nobody will let you over. You have to be committed and just go. Pray that you get over there. And if you don't, you're going to the strip district. I'm sorry. That's where you're going.
I'm okay with that.
What, going to the strip district? Just because it's stripped?
I
The stripper district. There's a lot of stripper
Pick
places.
some holies.
Is there a lot of stripper places in the strip district, or is that just?
No, there's not actually.
No, there's one. There's cheerleaders.
That's right.
Of course, I know what this cheerleaders.
Have you been to cheerleaders?
I have not. I've only been to like the dirtiest, grossest strip club that Pittsburgh has to offer, which I think is closed.
Oh, True Diamonds, yeah.
True Diamonds, yeah, man.
I think I was gambling on a game called True Diamonds the other night, or Triple Diamonds,
Hey,
or something.
Maybe that's what they moved to. They got out of the strip game and got into the gambling game.
They were not good at the strip game, so they made a good decision.
Well, I didn't win on the game, so I'm not good at gambling either.
That's right.
Cheerleaders, that's the one where they have like the limo that they come and pick you up or something, isn't it?
That's where like all the famous
Come on,
strippers go.
You know. They have a bus, a party bus. Bo was starting to strip at the beginning. I was like, no.
I saw that.
I'd pay to see Bo strip.
Yeah, you guys got to get like a live donation thing. I can start chucking dollar bills.
I'm gonna just start sending you Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cash app link on my link tree.
Put it on.
Is that what you get at your shows?
Yeah.
The Bo show.
Yep.
Yeah, you get the Bo. You played with Aristotle over the weekend, didn't you?
Yep.
Aristotle Jones.
That was fun.
Guy from Morgantown. He's been on the show a couple of times.
Played up at Snowshoe. That was a fun time.
So he was sweating in snowshoe. This guy sweats all the time. Like he'll sweat if it's like 30 degrees outside.
Is Aristotle the name on his birth certificate? I gotta ask. Is Aristotle the name on his birth certificate?
Yeah, that's his name. Mm-hmm.
That's
a cool name.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sounds like a smart guy.
I was gonna say, is he like a philosopher of sorts?
No, not really. No, he's pretty smart, but like not like that. I don't know which way they were.
No real shit to do. He's not bothered.
Well, he's a musician. He's got to play music or something. He doesn't have time to be smart, right?
Yeah, in my experience, musicians aren't smart.
He told me all we are is dust in the wind.
Aristotle said that?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
I thought that was wildly original.
No, that was Socrates.
What was the one that used to just jerk off in public?
What?
There's a Greek philosopher. His like whole shtick was like he just like lived in a barrel and like publicly masturbated.
No.
Yeah.
Hold barrels on. Back then.
No, he would have his own religion if that was true.
Hold on. I'm pulling it up.
There's no barrels in medieval times.
Hold on.
Barrels.
I'm not Greek.
What a jerk. What a jerk.
Mark.
You're thinking of Socrates or somebody like that. That's the only one I know.
Hold it up.
And Julius Caesar, wasn't he part of those guys? No. I was close.
I thought he was later.
Diogenes is said
Giant weenies.
Giant weenies?
Is said to have eaten in the marketplace, urinated on some people who insulted him, defecated in the theater, and masturbated in public, and pointed at people with his middle finger, which was considered an insult. He was a student of Socrates.
The best one.
Yeah, he was the sickest fucking philosopher.
Never went to
anyone else ever poser.
Yeah.
This guy was cool.
Bo's a teacher. Did you not know this person? Well, you're a music teacher, so that you don't have to know. You don't have to know that other stuff.
Only have to count to 4 and remember 8 or 7 letters of the alphabet.
Which are
MNLOPQRS.
Oh, my favorite note, S sharp.
That's the funkiest of keys, F sharp minor.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what my favorite string is?
Why do they? What's your favorite string? B string.
You know.
Why do they call? Have you guys ever heard people say, "This is in the key of G," and people say, "Oh, the people's key."
I never heard that.
Yeah.
I know people that. Yeah, I was going. Everybody I know that's musicians. I'm like, do you know what that?
I must not be a musician. I must not be
for the people.
They're like,
who are the people?
What keys is it? Some folks. Seth Young. He's an awesome bass player, and he runs Augusta Festival up at Davidson Elkins College.
Never heard of him.
Anyway, he's one that.
Is he the people?
Hey, what key is this in? He'll say the people's key.
He says that. Maybe it's just his thing that he says.
I've heard a few people.
Are they his friends?
They seem to know what's up.
Maybe it's one of those cults. You know, like
it's something that I'm not up on. And
they drink the secret Kool-Aid at the end of the time.
They're like,
I want to know because I want to be
G
cool.
chord's the first chord people learn, so it's like beginners. So everyone knows the G chord.
Look it up, Kyle. You got the look up book out or whatever you have.
Look up, look out.
The look up book.
It's G for G spot, the people's chord.
Nailed it. I think he solved it. Yeah.
Everybody has
great guess. I mean, it wasn't a guess though. It wasn't a guess though. That's a fact. It's a fact. That's a fact. I read it on Reddit. or something.
What was the
I
guy's
wrote it on
philosophy,
Reddit.
though?
What
was his philosophy?
Whose
though?
philosophy?
That guy that pooped on people and stuff. He was a.
That was his philosophy. That's
philosophy.
Live fast, die young.
Live fast,
live,
eat ass.
laugh, love.
Go
Was
big or go home. I mean, yeah. I mean, all that stuff.
Mhm.
Live fast, die young, fling a little poop in the middle.
And
Yeah.
jerk off in front of everybody and give them the finger when they yell at you.
You know what? He was ahead of his time.
I was gonna
People are
say.
jerking off in front of people all the time now.
Smart man. You know.
He saw the future.
He did, yeah, but I don't think you could get away with that.
You get paid
No.
for that in New York City.
What?
Exactly.
Defecating?
Masturbation in front of people.
Yeah, he was just OnlyFans
oh.
before it was cool.
Like on the subway? Or at Subway?
Oh.
That'd be the best thing that could ever happen to Subway.
$5 food.
I think that guy got in a lot of trouble for that.
I guess I'm not wanting to be sponsored by Subway or anybody at this point.
Yeah. Don't look into
This seems like Subway content.
You
No.
win some, you lose some. Yeah, I mean, we could go on with phrases like this
Krispy Kreme would be a good sponsorship.
for that guy, right?
It'd also be a good sponsorship for anyone on OnlyFans, hot and ready.
Hey, but I think that one's taken, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Krispy Kreme.
It's Krispy Kreme. Hey, you guys sent me a teaser of a song. Is this one that's going to be on an EP or an album upcoming? Slime Time, or live? Slime Time live. I'm sorry, that's why I asked you. Slime Time.
So
live.
yeah, we are in the process of recording right now. Instrumentals are a couple things need tweaked here and there, but they're almost entirely done. These gentlemen all did a fucking phenomenal job of recording instrumentals.
Yeah, I'm done, so I checked out. I
Yeah.
checked out a long time ago.
I did an okay job, so I still have touch-ups, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pickles did a really good job, though.
Yeah.
I was gonna say out of all of us, he fucking killed it the most.
That's debatable.
Is it going to be an album or an EP? Because I know a lot of bands are doing EPs now. With really
Just an EP.
the song.
yeah.
We had to
Why-
chain Dave down because he was writing too many songs.
Mhm.
So why just an EP? Why not do a whole album?
I don't
Like
like
practicality.
it. And
Yeah.
also, like, who sits down with like a full album nowadays?
Not me. I don't
Yeah.
have time. I got a podcast to run.
Exactly.
Yeah, like we're doing 5 songs. We had about 10. We had about 20.
Yeah, we wrote like probably like 2 EPs plus like we had some extra songs that were kind of hanging around, and we kind of decided to like just buckle down on these 5 songs, just get it done. Because like we're like we kind of acknowledged that we were operating at a slow pace, kind of just like kept on writing, just getting a habit of writing like all the time. We're like, no, let's have something to show for all this, and like let's start playing some shows. It'll be fun. So that's where we settled on like the EP. And what the good part about all that was is like we really feel like that we got to boil it down to all of our best stuff that we had floating out there.
Yeah.
And this is also our first like release that we're recording with Mark. Because like we actually wrote like a whole EP like a few years ago at this point, and then we added Mark, rewrote that EP, decided let's rewrite a new one, and then we wrote 2, and then we
Jeez.
recorded 1. So like
Explain that again, please.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
Thank you.
Did you get all that?
Yeah.
You got it? Okay. I'll ask Bo here in a minute. Bo,
I
you
know.
have 13 songs on your E EP.
Maybe one more might mysteriously be on there if you listen long enough at the end.
I didn't listen to the whole thing. I'm supposed to listen to the whole thing.
Stealth track.
I skipped through the ones I didn't like.
Then you can't go past
I'm
the
kidding.
kids.
I'm kidding. I did listen to it twice.
Yeah, you guys. How long have you guys been a band?
Well, I was going to talk about. I was going to ask them about that after we listened to the 30 seconds of Slime Time live.
Okay.
Only this one's not live. This one's,
Studio.
yeah,
We'll be live on the EP. Every time someone listens
Live
to
on
it,
the EP.
it's actually a live.
but not
version.
live now. Like this is a recording of them playing live. I don't know. Okay, here's a snippet of Slime Time live. Did you guys play that one at the show that I missed?
That was the only one from the EP that we cut from the live performance.
So nobody's heard that until now.
Yeah, that's a world premiere.
That's a gift.
That's
to
a
you.
world premiere, baby.
I like to be that guy. I love.
There are 4 people on this planet that are just so into that song right now. May or may not be in the band.
Play that part again. Just play that again. Well, that's all. That's the only part I have. So yeah. No, I had. You guys knew the Fall of Babylon guys? They're very new. Also, they don't have anything out yet either, like at all, like nothing. And they wouldn't even give me like a teaser.
Oh, they're holding on to it that tight.
Some kind of I don't know what it is, but they've done shows. Like I'm going to see them again on Tuesday at Preserving, but they keep pushing their shirts, and I'm like, I'm not buying a damn shirt until an album comes out. You know, I'm not wasting my money on a shirt if there's no album. Would you?
I think it is a package deal.
Well, I mean, I should just get an album. They should just give me one.
Oh.
At this point, or they should give everybody one, not have anybody pay for it.
You bought mine though. Why are you saying that?
I didn't buy it.
Oh,
I stole it out of your bag when you were here.
You owe me like $4.
It was just hanging out of the bag, and I was like, well, that must be for me, so I just took it. And then I was like, here, will you sign this before you leave? And he did. He signed it.
Who buys CDs nowadays? Like, how do you guys?
I don't. I don't. I haven't bought a CD in a long time.
I haven't either. How do you guys?
It's tough because it's so cool to have like a physical version of something you worked so hard on. And yeah, they kind of went by the wayside. I know like a bunch of people in like the like house show kind of like underground emo scene were trying to start up cassette tapes, and that was really cool because the physical medium again. But like, who has a cassette tape or a cassette player lying around?
Wow.
Oh well,
you probably have one in the car
check
still.
out a couple bands.
I'm not a hoarder, I promise.
Do you use a Walkman that you use when you work out?
No. I don't have a Walkman, and I
You're
don't
supposed to say I don't work out, and then the Walkman just goes away. You don't have to make an excuse.
Don't have to walk, so why would
yeah.
When I was a kid, I had a Walkman, and I used to freestyle rap into it.
That's so sick.
I had a Talkboy. Did you
And
have a
then
Talkboy?
my dad listened to it, and I guess at one point, I'm like 7 years old, mind you. There was a line that said I had flex appeal, and my dad listened to it, and I was like, Dad, I said flex. Not flex.
That's a great. You should tell that story like at a show.
Yeah, that's a mid-song banter we need.
Yeah, we gotta work in some
That's another thing bands don't do enough of anymore.
talk
You know,
breakdown?
I like bands that actually stand up there and they'll tell you, okay, not like just like what they did that week, unless it's hilarious. But like just nobody ever talks anymore. They just say, hey, we're so and so from wherever we're from, and then they go to the next song.
Yeah, we are guilty of that.
Yeah.
We wanted to pack in as much music as
you guys. Yeah, you got that was your first show. I mean, of course. I mean, you'll get to that point, I'm sure. But like the Blissfields guy, he was like, does anybody know where we can get some weed?
That was funny as fuck.
Oh, I have the that was on their merch table. I don't know if you guys remember seeing that.
the asking for
yeah.
weed.
I had them all signing. And I was like, I got to get something. Let me have that thing.
Oh, that's sick.
I hope they found some.
They did. They said they did. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It sucks. If I had known,
good.
I would have just given them some because my significant other's friend's dad grows now. I won't name names, but
don't give up your
but
plug.
I have so much weed sitting around that I cannot smoke right now because I'm in the process of having a job interview.
Good luck with that now.
Take something.
I haven't smoked.
And he's
Take
giving
some
it
to job
out.
interview.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
no-
not selling. I'm just
there's no
giving it to people.
transactions going
First
on.
one's free.
What's your address again? What's your
Shit
address?
sucks.
I need your address so I can send you some stickers. What's your address? No, take some to the job interview. I guarantee you'll get the job. Guarantee.
Yeah, it's fair trade. Give me a lifelong job. I'll give you
drugs.
Here's
Yeah,
all
I'll
the
supply
weed
you
I
with drugs
didn't
for
do.
the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's like showing proof of being like, hey, you don't have to drug test me.
Here it is. Here it is.
Here are all my drugs.
Here are all the drugs that I've had that I did not do.
Yeah. I promise. Smile. Bo's making me do. Well, Bo asked me to do. He's having an album release party in July, and he asked me to MC. I've never MC'd anything in my life. Like I don't even count this as MC. This isn't.
That's why I thought you'd be good.
But I asked him if I could wear a suit, and he said I had to wear like a nice sweater. I'm
With
like,
the
it's gonna be
sleeves cut
July.
And there's no air conditioning in the theater.
Thank you.
Sounds like he's a real great friend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear a wife
get
beater.
rid
He
of
just
the
doesn't know it yet.
Okay.
I am gonna wear a
Can you
wife beater.
find one that'll be.
Oh, it's not gonna fit at all. It's gonna show
Loose-fitting?
my nipples. Mm-hmm.
You cutting out holes? Like just for the nipple?
No, I'm just gonna make it
Like
because
Regina George.
I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got all kinds of plans for you. I'm gonna roast him is what I'm gonna do. I think.
Oh no! Don't do that.
No.
No,
Is there
that
gonna
makes
be
me
any
too
of
nervous.
your coworkers, your coworker teachers there? You're not inviting them,
They can come. I love them, but they probably won't.
but you don't want them there.
no, I wouldn't mind. But
You should invite the students. Get the start molding young
yeah.
minds.
Well, actually, students.
the
it's
moshers right
in
there.
the midsummer, I told them I'd keep track, and whoever shows up, they get an A in music for the first 9 weeks.
Or a sticker.
automatically.
Hell yeah.
Right.
We love
They either
rivalry.
get a sticker or an A. They have to pick one or the
A
other.
smiley sticker.
A full price sticker. Or an ad.
Pay full price. That's awesome. So yeah, I get to do that in July. I don't know if I'm thrilled about it or not. I'm gonna be nervous.
You're gonna be playing some, so
Yeah, well, that's more pressure, and I got to record it. I don't know. I don't even think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be sick that day.
that's all right. It'll be preserved in everybody's minds.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Absolutely.
So yeah, what Bo was asking before we listened to the song? How did you guys get together? Where was the idea? How'd that start?
And when was
We've known each other for Dave and I have known each other for like 16 years at this point.
Probably a better part of a decade.
And then the rest of us about 10 years. We actually had a project before this
Yeah,
called the Fighting Mongooses.
That's awesome.
That was more like honestly it sounded like just like Title Fight's first album, Shed. It just sounded like that, and it was sick. But
And then I quit.
yeah.
What?
And I said, you know what? I'm sick of this. I love you guys. I'm leaving. I'm going. And then
band?
I forced Pickles to quit. I was like, you're my musical life partner. You're quitting too. We went on to join another band called Altar Boy. We did that for a while, and we were just too raucous. We
Did that
drank
for a
too
while,
much.
too, when I was a kid.
What?
Yeah, somebody actually came up to us when we were in that band. Never met this person before in my life, and they went, "Aren't you guys that band that likes to drink a lot?" They were right.
So yeah, it was kind of like an ironic name because we were just a bunch of drunk people who brought way too many amps to shows and played too loud, and
You can
so
never
then
have
that
too
died
many.
off, and then then Pickles quit that band because he was just in the mood of quitting everything.
Pickles.
Pickles. How did you get that moniker?
Oh, I should have rehearsed this. All right. I guess I'll have to tell you the truth. I moved to a new neighborhood, and I befriended a young man there. I think I was in like 4th grade. And we're hanging out on his porch, and his neighbor had like 8 children. They were all girls. And they were like, "Oh, a new kid. What's your name?" So at the time I was like, "Girls, cooties, no thank you." So I just refused to tell them. And after they badgered us for like 45 minutes, he just said, "You know what? His name's Pickles." And it stuck. I'm in my 30s, and I'm still Pickles. My parents call me
You're gonna be called that in
Pickles.
the nursing home too when you're older. It'll be
Probably.
Yep.
They'll probably think I'm senile, which I will be.
You won't know.
Do you guys have any nicknames? Any the rest of you guys?
Oh,
That not really have stuck around, but or have you had some good ones?
So everyone calls me Deets, like Deetz.
Why's that?
So we were skating this like there was this whole like shopping complex that got leveled, so all the foundations were still there, so they're all like 2-foot drop, 3-foot drop, 2-foot drop, so we would always go skate there.
Yeah.
And someone dumped a TV like just there, and so we're like, okay, we're just gonna skate it. And so ollieing over it, trying to like slappy grind, and the cops rolled up, and I was the one who drove, so they were like, "Who dumped this TV here?" And we were like, I don't know, it was just here. And they're like, "Yeah, we know." And I was like, okay. And they were like, well, even though we know you didn't dump the TV here, we need your information. So like me and my other buddy Kyle at the time were talking to these cops, and like, you know, I'm not even really paying attention. I'm just like, come on, let's like wrap this up. Yeah. Later on, he's like, dude, those cops called you Deets. It's like, and I was like, okay. He's like, I'm gonna start calling you Deets too. I was like, cool. And then probably about 4 months later, we were like just fucking blackout drunk in the pool, in my like parents' pool at the time. And
that's a good time to swim.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And he was like, well, Deets, I have to make a confession to you. Those cops didn't call you Deets. I just really wanted to call you Deets. But he had to make up this whole lie.
Yeah, I mean.
So he gave me the name Deets, and now I'm Deets.
At least he's truthful with you, though, right?
Yeah, it took a couple months, but you know, we got there.
He had to get the
nerve up, you know.
The nerve up. That's what. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You can't even get revenge for that.
No.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. It's also a wholesome
story.
That's
kind
of feel bad for the guy. Like he was that nervous just to tell you. You know. Did you give him a hug? And say,
oh yeah. We had a big old in our Speedos, blackout drunk in the pool.
Hey, you don't have to tell us.
To be fair, we are serial huggers.
Yeah, we are serial huggers.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a cool name for a band, like a punk
serial
band.
Hugger.
The serial hugger.
That's a cool name though. On guitar, Deets.
Yeah, I got the Deets.
Could be on guitar, Thaddeus.
Socrates.
Yeah.
Bartholomew.
Or the guy.
Well, they too have nicknames, but we don't use them as much.
Yeah.
Let's hear them. Let's hear them.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I've been called a lot of names over the years, but I think Bonesaw has stuck around the most.
So.
Bonesaw. Yeah.
Okay. Why? Did you get your finger caught in a saw? That's what all thing I can think of.
No. So there was I don't know if you remember the famed Spider-Man movie where Randy Johnson is like
Macho Man Randy Savage.
I'm just messing this all up. Macho Man Randy Savage just declares himself Bonesaw in the middle of the ring and whatever. So I impersonated that character one day, bullying a table of freshmen, and from then on they were scared. They only knew me as Bonesaw, and then eventually I ended up like in high school I had like a giant afro and I like cut mutton chops into my beard.
But now it's on your chin.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Now it's on my chin again. I grew it back. Yeah, we ended up becoming friends, and they called me Mr. Bonesaw by the end of the year. But yeah, so
yeah, you're damn right.
Yeah,
you will call me sir. It's sir.
Sir, yeah.
Bonesaw is ready.
That's what I was screaming at them every day.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man. Bonesaw.
You guys have some awesome, crazy stories.
I have a feeling it's gonna get better.
We've lived a life, maybe not a good life, but
We've lived it.
We've lived a life.
I think it's gonna be short, but yeah.
And that's by choice, God damn it.
We live by the code of giant weenies.
Yeah.
What about you, Kyle? Giant weenie?
The only nickname that stuck around, and then honestly didn't even stick really, is Switchblade. And there's really no fun story behind this.
That's okay. That didn't have to be a fun show either.
Other than the fact that Dave just started calling it, like he just started going by Bonesaw for a while, and I was like, well, I'm Switchblade, and that was it. And
Someone needs a side.
So it's kind of leaving out. There's two prior nicknames to that because I've known him forever now. He was Keeley.
Oh shit! Yeah, like in high school, I was Keeley for a while.
Yeah, this is like Kyle when he was 12. His name was Keeley, and that one stuck. Like
that did stuck. That stuck throughout high school.
I'm bringing it back.
And he also had a really good.
I'll bring it back too.
Yeah, call him Keeley.
Yeah, it would be sick.
And then the other one in between those two was Slagathor for a little while. Again, not a story behind Slagathor.
Other than it sounds sick.
Yeah, he was just Slagathor for a little bit. That was just a bit.
I was Tree. I know.
Tree.
I can see that.
What's the story behind that?
I was taller than most people, and like this was like early, like first grade, second grade. I was just tall. It was
wow.
stupid. I didn't like the kid that named me that. It didn't stick at all. Yeah, he was a-hole to me. So anyway,
Yeah, fuck him.
Did you bark at him?
no, I was afraid of him.
Did
He wasn't tall, but he was, fat guy, big fat guy.
Did he leave
say that
you
now.
alone after that?
No,
Was his name Bonesaw?
no, but it would have been. I would have been real afraid, probably.
He was in your guys' band, but his name was Sling Blade.
Nunchuck.
Nunchucks.
We've gone through a whole lot of members.
Yeah.
Billy Club.
Billy Club, yeah. Where you guys playing at this weekend? Billy Club.
What's the singer of your band's name? Billy Club.
It's not a bad
I sent
Reddit
Kyle a
Featuring
it
Bonesaw.
was like a meme or something. I think it was the week after I saw you guys, and it was what's the Eminem TV stand for? But I looked on the page where I found it. I didn't find it anyway. I was looking at this page and everybody was commenting, and it didn't. Did you guys come up with anything for that? The only thing I could come up with was mediocre, and 17 people said it on the thread. I was like,
Oh, in the
There's a Hard Times article.
yeah,
in
the hard time.
MTV?
article.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty cool thing at the
should have been masturbation TV.
I was gonna say masturbation, but we're children, so.
What did you say?
Yeah.
Musicless.
Yeah, musicless. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
that's
was music on there for a
Yeah.
minute.
Meandering.
Well, now it's a Rob Deerdeck channel.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's ridiculous. It's like
agree.
musiculousness.
That was like a really good joke.
What's that?
Yeah, that's a show, Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like
That is ridiculous.
Musiculousness.
That's at I'm certain an MTV exec killed a prostitute, and Rob Deerdeck was like, "Hey, you can't do that." And he was like, "Okay, well, I'm going to give you the entire channel of MTV to just run Ridiculousness 24/7."
Yes.
Make sure that he
Kind of like what's that one channel where they run those Impractical Jokers all day long, all night, all day. It's, it's not True TV, but it's something like that.
Oh yeah,
Paramount channel.
Lifetime?
Lifetime, yeah.
The Man Hate Channel.
Huh?
what a shtick though to have is just to be like, okay, we are four guys who are just gonna pull practical jokes on people, but somehow we have 12 seasons,
Yeah.
15 seasons. I'm like
Jackass. I mean, they got movies, and Johnny Knoxville's a big something now.
oh yeah, but I'm like, how do people not just be like, oh yeah, I don't watch that show, but if one of those guys came up
But
to me, I'd be
if
like,
that's all that was
"You're
on,
the Joker guy."
at 3 a.m., I would watch it just because I haven't watched it for a while.
I really feel like we're missing a big point of this discussion right now.
I don't think we
Where
are.
what should have 12 seasons is Scare Tactics with Tracy Morgan.
It's the most important show of our generation.
Yeah.
When the kid gets his hair cut and the joke's on him though. You guys see that?
No. Where the kid gets a job at the chemical factory, and then people invade the chemical factory and blow up a shed,
yeah.
and there's a terrorist attack, and then this kid looks at them and goes, "What's going on?" And then Tracy Morgan shows up and says, "Are you scared?"
That's the whole show.
That's the show.
Yeah, that's the plot of one of them. And I think I would watch that one time when it first came out.
Listen, we were tripping balls.
Barely
one
remember
time.
it. But
Absolutely tripping balls watching this show, and it changed Dave and I's life.
Really?
That's not an exaggeration.
I look at comedy differently now.
Dave, we were watching the show and we're like, what the fuck's going on? Would rewind the bit to would rewind it 3 or 4 times, and finally we're like, okay, do these people actually believe this? And mind you, once again, we're tripping balls, so it took us a while to really catch up that these are all actors.
Yeah.
But the scenarios were so absurd that we were just laughing so hard. Dave laughed so hard he had to run outside and throw up. That's how hard he was laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, that show's really good. I see Impractical Jokers and I'm like, this is worthless. It should be Scare Tactics.
I like that magician guy. I want to say carbonara, but that's like a food. But that might be his name. The carbonara effect.
Copperfield?
Yeah, that's what it is. The carbonara effect. Where the guy, he's like a magician, but he dresses up like something. And
Is he one that levitates? One of those guys?
no, that's
See Mind Freak?
No, our friend was on Chris
it's
Angel
working.
Mind Freak.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's on YouTube. Or
Yeah.
Can you walk down steps?
he's on Netflix.
That's how Bo's gonna exit the show. He's gonna act like he's walking down steps.
Oh hell yeah!
I like that Bo has
cool.
tricks.
I'm sorry. Hey.
What kind of guitars are you guys playing on that song? I love the tone of the guitars. Sounds like a hollow body or something.
I'm rocking a Reverend Double Agent. I don't know if you're familiar with Reverend.
I'm
I
not.
think I've heard that brand.
They used to make everything in the U.S. They moved to Korea, but like still their quality is like incredible. Like they hand wind their own pickups. Just like really unique body styles. Like
They do the American designs, but like
Yeah.
with their own twist on it.
for sure.
Is
And,
it a semi-hollow or something?
It's
Had that good throw
He'll
you
get
like
it.
Gibson
He's running
thing.
to grab it.
He's running to grab it.
I love that song. I want to hear more.
Yeah.
So when is that? When did you say that releases your EP?
Not. Yeah. It's that. It's
Oh,
like,
that's
Oh, it's,
awesome.
mum's the word.
we're
We're still in the process of primary recording and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
mixing and mastering and all that.
I think
So
I mentioned it at the show. And
TBA.
Yeah, we originally thought that we were going to get it out in the spring, but it's looking more like summer. I mean, literally, it's kind of like we will practice for shows or we're recording. Like we're trying to get it out as fast as possible, honestly.
But you don't rush perfection either.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Don't rush it. I mean, if it's not what you guys want yet, then don't release it. You know.
Yeah.
also shout out to our boy Cody Kavanaugh, who's going to be mixing and mastering it.
Nice.
Super talented producer, recording engineer, like
Oh yeah.
overall
He killed it.
musician. He's an awesome
Cody
dude,
Kavanaugh?
and he'll be the guy who's mixing and mastering that for us. So as soon as we get all the recording stuff, we'll be sending that over to him, and then he'll work his magic, and we'll have an EP.
You guys did a cover. When was this last year?
There's actually we recorded this like
2020.
2020
Okay.
towards like the end of COVID. We were everyone was locked in their house, and
Yeah.
vaccines and everything started rolling out. We got all our shit done, and we're like, let's do something fast and easy. Joyce Manor, who we covered, has been a big influence on I know Dave and I especially.
Mhm.
The rest of the band somewhat adjacently, and we're like, this is like a 1.5 minute long, 2 minute long song. Let's do something we can do quick, easy. We can fucking bust it out in a day.
Did you have
And
to
we
get
did.
permission?
No.
We don't ask for permission. We ask for
Probably
permission.
should, but I mean, who's gonna stop us?
We ain't making money on this shit yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's what it
Bonesaw.
meant.
Also, Kyle sounds exactly like the
Bonesaw
vocalist.
makes a crap.
So-
ton of
I
money.
do sound pretty much exactly.
I'm gonna change my podcast name to Bonesaw. I think.
I like that. I'll if you want branding done, I'll do that.
Can you do one for me and call it Bow Saw?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
so- There you go.
I like that. Silent.
But you got to do your own podcast. I don't want you on mine. What? I didn't mean to say it like that. I love you about. I love you about. Yeah, Collinsworth sticker. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
That is that's a really cool logo. I didn't get a good look at it when you handed it to me because we were talking about something. But when I got home and I was putting it up on the drum head, I was like, that's groovy. That's groovy.
That's all designed by our boy Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Bonesaw here pulled that together, and we fucking loved it.
Mhm.
If you look, he's got a bone saw in his hand.
Where?
The-
One of his arms is a bone saw.
on his back, almost looks like he's an angel floating upon the waves.
Yeah.
Fun thing about that logo, all of the tattoos on that guy are based off of tattoos that one member of the band has.
Mhm.
Hard to see. It's black
Closer,
and
closer.
white.
It's black
Yeah.
and white. Oh,
Yeah.
Can you do it in color, Bo? That's good. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Thanks.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
See, if it was just me here, I wouldn't be able to do.
for the next 20 minutes on QVC.
Yeah, just leave it right there for 20 minutes. Well,
Yeah.
I'll start taking calls.
If anybody watching comes out to your show, you can get one for free.
Yes, you can. I got 2. You have to. If you have a podcast, you can get 2 of them.
You too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just you just have to show proof of
The
having a podcast.
yeah.
Vaccination.
Yeah, just bring us your podcast card.
yeah. If you got a podcast card like I do, then you get 2. I guess. I don't know. Bones. It's a Bonesaw special.
Mm-hmm.
Bonesaw bundle. Huh?
Those are some great stories, though. You guys are hilarious.
But let's take a listen to Catalina Fight Song cover.
Yeah, we
It's
love
called
that song.
On my thing, it says Catalina Fight Song cover. So that's what it's called from now on. So it's really
Perfect.
Writing song covers.
Yes.
in Catalina. Yes.
Completely
We fight-
original.
In
Yeah.
Catalina.
That's a good
And then we covered ourselves.
And then we steal it. It's
Let's-
ours.
Let's take a little listen.
Don't fight.
Sunken City by the ocean. You can teach the 7th grade. Do you think because you chose to, you always fell in love the way you're supposed to? I can saw you inside with love. You're what you weren't exposed to. There's no way you can touch certain people. Wonder how long something can last. Pretty sure most people don't think about that. But who the fuck's left now? Sunken City by the ocean. Car smells like hot Gatorade. Do you think because you chose to? Do you think things are different than you think they are? Never really had a drunk face. You're thinking fucking miserable now. Doing Catalina Fight Song. Always.
That's it.
Wow.
They should get permission from you to play.
Yeah.
it.
That's what I've been saying.
If you can play them side by side, I don't know if you'd be like something different.
I don't think I've ever heard the original song. Who does that one?
Joyce Manor,
Joyce Man. Yeah, okay, I've heard of them. I'm pretty sure. They're from
California. A little punk band from
Yeah,
California.
they're from California.
I like that counter melody on the guitar and
What?
while the singing's going on.
How'd you
the,
get all that out of 1 minute, dude?
the counter melody on the guitar?
Oh yeah. I can hear the
Oh
bass.
yeah, that
Yeah,
leads
it
real
was
fun.
Yeah, the bass is something too.
I can hear the bass really.
Oh,
really good.
thanks. You know,
Hey,
it
what-
took a
who
long
you
time to
singing
figure
with?
out that counter melody, you know.
I couldn't play it. Gave it the mark.
You know, I was sitting at
Who you
home trying to
singing?
figure out. I was like, racking my brain. I'm like,
Pickles, you were the
I'll
singer on
just
that,
spin the
right?
record and actually learn how they
What's that?
did it, not to steal it.
You're the vocalist, correct, on that?
Yeah.
Kyle.
Oh, Kyle is okay. Yeah, for some reason I thought Pickles was the vocalist.
Switchblade.
No, I'm more of a background vocal guy. You know, stick to my strengths, which is singing as little as possible.
Give him the ooh la 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 ooh la la las.
Is it
More of
bright
a
in here?
vocalist by default because whenever we were fighting mongooses, we just hung mics from. We used to practice in Mark's parents' garage. And we didn't have mic stands at the time, so we just literally took wires over like these cross beams and just hung them, and they just happened to be in front of me, so I just started yelling.
The
Get ready to rumble.
old school
yeah.
Cute Mania Live had mics hanging from the ceiling. It had drum mics because I have one of those CAD drum mic packs that you get from Musician's Friend. I have that, and we would just the little ones, you know, the ones that are supposed to be over the whole kit. Whenever I had a live performance, you know, I would hang those from the ceiling, and it was, you know, for what it was decent sound, you know.
Condensing microphones.
I tell pretty much everybody every show that in the early stages of Keep Mania Live there was Zoom, but there was no microphones at all except for one. This one, the
So did the show
SM58 was
look
on
like
there.
this?
I would hold a phone to the microphone. That's how I did interviews
Oh, wow.
before Zoom and
You gotta do what you gotta do. Now look at you
I
now.
mean, it's on Facebook, so look it up on Facebook. It's
When I was
it's
young, we
hilarious.
had to do our interviews in the corner because there was no floor in the studio. So we
What do you mean?
stood in the corner because we were afraid we'd fall.
Who were you interviewing?
That's back in the day. That's how it was when I grew up.
No floors.
When was this?
I'm just being waiting on it still.
What? Wait, on what? Where are we talking about? I'm lost.
Yeah, you are.
I'll be over here.
Bye.
What? But okay, moving along. Okay, you do have one single out, right?
Mhm.
That is correct.
This other one. Oh, I want to play it. Play it.
I want you to play it.
I want to. It's called End of It All. Is it as depressing as the title kind of says, or is that
No, I think it's kind of
a
fun.
good ending? A good ending, I guess.
I mean, so lyrically, it is about just I don't want to say the word toxic. It's like not the good word for it. It is just about a relationship between me and one other person that like just both sides didn't work out. Like, you know, things ended amicably, but like it was just like mixing oil and water, like just didn't work out. So it's a mutual thing, and like about basically our own toxicities about it. So it can be perceived as depressing.
Yeah.
The song's a bop.
So the song is a fucking bop.
I'm not saying it's not depressing at all.
It's not depressing because you're liberated.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm liberated. Are you liberated?
Liberated from boredom.
Yeah.
The next album by Bonesaw.
Yeah. It could be Buzzsaw too.
Oh, Bonesaw is a lyric on here on this
Bonesaw?
song.
Is it really?
Yeah, you got to catch it. You got to listen carefully.
I am going to listen to it.
You have to play it in reverse.
Yeah.
It says
Yeah.
Bonesaw is ready.
Like a secret track.
Let me know if you hear it.
Is this going to be on the EP?
This one actually won't be. This is, like we said, whenever Mark joined, this is actually the first like song we recorded with Mark. And whenever
So
he
it's
joined,
instantly better.
yeah, honestly it was.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's take a listen to it. What's the name of the EP going to be? What's the EP going to be called?
So I guess this is our world release of that too. We were you know, pitching a couple things back and forth, and what we settled on is parking lot songs.
Nice. All right. Well, here's a single that's not going to be on the EP called Parking Lot Songs, and this is called End of It All, and it's not that depressing at all. It's a bop by Buzzsaw. No, it's not Buzzsaw. It's Collinsworth.
We're playing again, and you are out with your friends. Let's both stop trying to pretend we don't know how the story ends. You and me alone again. I want to know what you've been thinking. You're asking me the bridges for drinking. Obvious as shit. It's one
I really like that one. That one. It's very catchy, and it sounds like a radio song. I mean, like it should be played all the time on the radio or on somebody's
stadium rock
in their ears.
You know what? I appreciate that because during the break I was just telling them how much I went crazy mixing that song, and that's why I refuse to mix ever again. So I appreciate that greatly.
Mark worked his
like a fun
fucking
song to do.
ass off,
Yeah.
like mixing that, and I saw him a couple times like post, and legitimately the first thing he would do was walk up to me and be like, I work late again. And it was like anytime he saw me, it was like PTSD.
Like that motherfucker.
Hey, real quick, I just got to say my next guest for next week is I'm going to have Kristen Federer. She was on show 7. It'll be show 114 when she's on again. So the first time she played here, she lives right here, so she comes over. But it was the Halloween show, the first Halloween show, and she dressed as David Bowie, and I forgot it was even a Halloween show, so nobody else was dressed
David
up.
Bowie?
It was just her. But she didn't play any David Bowie, which was kind of disappointing. But
Kudos to her.
Rebel.
So she's gonna come back, and when I asked her, I was kind of hesitant about asking her to come back, but when I asked her, she said, "Of course I will." And I was like, "Really?" Like, okay. And but she's gonna bring a friend this time. She's bringing Holly Turkovich with her, and she's a really good singer-songwriter also. So it'll be fun to have them.
Be a good episode.
Next Wednesday at I think it's 7:30. I don't know. It's on the thing here. 7. Looks like 7. All I see is 70. So that means 7 or 7:15 or 7:09. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's next Wednesday. That's all.
Okay,
That's all I got to
sounds
say
good.
about that. Hey, what you guys got any more shows lined up?
So we nothing official yet. July 2nd. I'm still waiting on an official response back, but
Just show up there anyway.
show up at Remedy July 2nd. There is a
where?
band playing, and we might be one of them. So
Where's this place at?
Remedy, it's in Lawrenceville, so it's in Pittsburgh, right off of Butler Street.
Is there an easy route to get there other than
No.
No. You gotta get on 28 again.
man
So
up
like,
here.
You gotta do tunnels. You gotta.
if you go to the strip, though, it's pretty easy to get there from the strip.
I
So
know how to
like,
get there.
you know,
I'll
That's
just
not
I'll
the
find you
cheerleaders.
Yeah. What we should go up there, Bo. July 2nd. I don't know. I don't know if I can. I think
You got to make a decision right now. Right now.
I'm going. I'm in.
Let me make a couple.
I don't have a
Bo's
gig till
in.
the 4th. I don't have a gig till the 4th. So.
You're playing on the 4th. That's a holiday.
Well, playing whatever that Saturday is in Fayetteville with.
hey, you guys ever spend the 4th of July drinking in a tree?
You
Not-
haven't
no,
lived till you drank.
Drinking,
in a
but
tree.
not in a tree. No, not specifically.
Oh, listen, let me tell you. Let me tell
It's a
you.
good time.
Drinking in a tree is pretty sick, especially when it's your buddy Pickle's tree, and we just totally destroy it.
Yeah, you got you, 9 other homies up in the tree.
9? Is it
9?
is it like a tree house, like a platform? Or
No,
Just
you're just
hanging
in the
out
tree.
in the
Help
tree.
plant, climbing a tree.
All right,
As
so
a dog.
I'm gonna need everyone to drink on 1, 2, tree.
I drank not 1 beer, not
2 beers, but tree beers.
It's like a movie. Like a movie. Or something. That's awesome. Hey, independent property consultant said hey.
Hi,
Well, hi.
Oh, that's Joe. Hey, Joe.
hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
My buddy Joe.
Love Joe. I don't know him, but I love him already.
He's something. That guy.
Joe's a homie. Mark it down right in here.
Does Joe drink beers in the tree?
Huh? What?
I'll trust
Joe
him.
being a cool guy is part of his lore.
His nickname is Sawtooth.
That's a good one.
Fit right in.
He saved my life in Vietnam.
Sawtooth did? No, he didn't. He wasn't even born yet. Vietnam. Freaking name.
As a baby, just jumped right on that grenade.
Yeah.
Saved
That
my life.
baby! Oh my God! Look at that baby!
Baby Sawtooth
Helicopter.
died the way he lived.
Tree. So every time you say tree, you have to drink. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Or anytime you just talk?
Yeah, also that.
Basically, yeah.
You know, like
It's like drink while you think type
Yeah.
deal.
What type of tree was it?
Pickle tree. We already the pickle tree. We discussed it already.
Yeah, it grows pickles.
Everyone knows that
Yeah,
pickles grow
I
in
have,
trees.
let's see. I have an interesting weekend starting tomorrow because I guess starting tomorrow is the weekend. Well, I'm going to 123 Pleasant Street to see a couple bands that have been on the show. Understatement and Catatonia. I'm going up to that, and then if I have to stay up at least till 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. for a band that's on tour. Well, actually, 2 bands that are on tour are going to be staying here. 9 of them in my house. They asked if I had a floor. I said I got a lot of flooring. Yeah, the flooring's clean. You know, about as clean as it's gonna get. But
you gonna Swiffer beforehand or you gonna Swiffer afterward?
If they want to do that beforehand, I'll show them where it's at. You know. But
No
yeah,
doubt.
That's a great idea, hosting touring
can't-
bands, but they have to pay
Yeah.
by cleaning.
well, I mean, I know one of them, so that's I just kind of I met a couple, but I don't want who it is. I'm gonna kind of have to because I'm gonna play their song at the end of the show here, but I guess nobody knows where I live anyway, other than like you and Mike. But
Before we get off here, I have a really funny story about us hosting a band.
I have to hear that.
A group of our friends basically had a rotating cast of people who lived in this house in Ambridge, which is about 30 minutes outside of Pittsburgh.
my
It's like
God.
it's west of the city. So our buddy Jesse, he had a show in his mom's basement with this band called Grandview, who's super sick. I don't think they're a band anymore. They're from Boston. So Pickles and Mark's band played that show too at the time, and then like one of our other buddies' bands. Everyone came out to like a party afterwards. So this band Grandview, they stayed at our house, like slept on couches, yada yada yada. Jesse and I like woke up in the morning and we're getting shit together, and one of the guys was just like, "Hey, you have a friend who's like outside. We had this little porch and there's this porch swing." And like, this porch swing might have been 3 feet wide. Like it was tiny. And it was fucking Pickles. And Pickles was notorious for any time we would get drunk at that house, he would always sleep in this fucking porch swing. And like Jesse just looked at him and goes, "Oh yeah, he just does that sometimes." And like, that was just it.
Kind of like the guy on the couch, or what movie was that where the guy on the couch is like, "Oh, that's just the guy on the couch," and then nobody pays attention. Yeah, that's hilarious. Well, I don't have a
It
porch
was
swing,
very
so
peaceful.
that's
Yeah.
good. Well, I'm sure. Yeah, and there's no noise. You're out there by yourself.
Rocking you.
Yeah.
I need a hammock.
Do the show in a hammock.
It would be sick.
I do want to do the show out on my porch one night, but it's it's been deathly hot at 8 o'clock still.
That's
so
fair.
Late
which is
night
weird,
show.
it's still May. It's June now, but it shouldn't be this hot yet here or anywhere. Of course, back in January when it was -7, I'm like, why is it so cold? You guys remember that when it was like cold for like 0 for like a week? I don't.
I get so spoiled so quickly. It takes me all winter to be like, all right, 25 degrees isn't that bad. 160-degree day, and I'm spoiled. I'm done.
I love
If it drops below 60, I'm tired of this shit.
I don't like hot weather, like sweating ass hot. I don't like that, and humid. But if like today, it was about 75, a little bit of a breeze, a little bit of a rain shower here and there, or a massive thunderstorm. Perfect.
I didn't go outside till it was time to come up here.
I didn't go outside at all, so I'm not even telling the truth. Lying.
The perfect day. I better stay inside.
Perfect day for Xbox. Perfect.
I'm a teacher.
Yeah, but you're off. You're done. For a
Yep.
while.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I didn't go outside today.
Slept in
Yep.
You gotta rest after dealing with all those kids for so long.
for a
Yeah,
year.
and I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and
I don't know
they're
how.
armed
I
with
know.
instruments. And I just finished my 26th
you
year.
give
and-
them instruments to hold.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect your nervous system at all. You guys should look
no.
into being music teachers.
Now, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade in band, I was like,
Picking my nose. And...
no, just like drinking beers and hooking up with people like in the
everybody was
practice
doing
room.
it.
And
Everybody was
you know.
doing it.
That's why I like teaching middle school.
Yeah.
You never know how crazy it's going to be. Those kids are they're off the chain. They're just crazy.
The hormones are just
Actually,
shot,
speaking of middle school band, me and this kid, he's actually the cross country coach at Clemson now. But we are in band together, and we are both in percussion. So we would go in the back room, close the door, and I had a slapstick. So I would smack the slapstick, and then he would scream at the top of his lungs. And people thought we were really hitting him with shit back there. It was pretty tight.
I was in band too. Band stories are the greatest, and like you can tell band stories to another person that was in the band, and it's all believable. But if you would tell that to somebody that wasn't in the band, that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like it didn't happen.
Everyone underestimates band kids.
Say again.
Everyone underestimates the band kids. They're like, oh, look at these nerds. And I'm like,
Devilish Swan.
Oh man, that time we were dropping acid and fucking throwing shit into the tuba bell horn. Like, yeah, that's just
hey, I'm a no, but they're also the biggest perverts in the school.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
About that.
It's not a tuba, it's a sousaphone.
Just remember, long live the Freedom Horn trials.
Oh.
Here's that, brother.
Get my letters in. Where'd the 4 go? So anyway, I was gonna play this band that I haven't met yet, but I've met one of the guys. His brother is the bass player in Higher Vibration from Erie that I've had on the show. They're a reggae band. They're cool.
Oh yeah.
But I guess and his name's Derek Sloppy because I mention this on about every show because his real last name is Sloppy and that's the shit, you know.
But that's a good.
His brother, I'll get to meet his brother. His brother's in class.
Is his name Joe?
I can't remember.
Oh.
But I'll have to look up. I'll have to look up. I think it's Derek. No, that's his brother, Derek Sloppy. I can't. I'd have to look it up on the thing. Don't put me on the spot. So anyway, so I'll have them this on Friday at some point, early Saturday morning, and then they're playing in Morgantown at the Art Bar with Drugstore Skinny, which is a local band. So that'll be fun. If you're in the area of Morgantown and you have nothing to do on Saturday night, come to the Art Bar. And you guys should come down and play at the Music on Main down here in Bridgeport.
Cool.
kind of new venue down here. I'll give you some contact info for that.
Yeah,
place.
absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Build it.
Sound and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool spot.
Yeah, we'll come hang out. We'll swiffer your floors.
Yeah, you can Swiffer them. You can just sleep there. I have couches. I have you're more than welcome to stay here. But I've got this. I'm going to play Glasswing. That's the band that's touring with Zach and his band for his solo project from Erie. I'm going to play them to close out the show. Collinsworth, thank you guys very much for coming on. It's been fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
you have like 5 minutes and want to chill for a minute after I kill the live stream. I'll just talk to you for a little bit before we depart.
Sure.
Fully.
Yeah, before we get off, keep a lookout for parking lot songs. Should be out here come summer. And other than that,
You're gonna do an album release show.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
We're working on that.
Yeah,
it's in the works.
You're in the house.
We gotta have an album first.
Yeah.
Both of y'all will be invited. We'll shotgun a beer together out in the parking lot.
And we'll
As
write
friends
songs
too.
about it.
Yeah.
Remember, last words of wisdom: friends don't let friends shotgun beers alone.
It's true. Follow us on Instagram, Collinsworth Band.
For more, right? For more stories. All right, I'm gonna play this song by Glasswing. It's called In Lands Unknown. And I will see you back on the show. We'll be back on the show next Wednesday at 7 with Holly and Holly Tuckervich and Kristen Federer. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.